This might be a crazy take, but you want to be polarizing in this world. And when you're polarizing, love and hate will come your way. Rarely will it be neutral. Love and hate will come your way. And this is something that I've really been thinking a lot about recently because, I've been getting a lot more traction on my YouTube. And with that traction, I've been receiving a lot of love, but also a lot of hate. People who hate who I am, what I stand for. They hate the way I look. They say I'm skinny. I have no muscle, right? Which is hilarious because I guarantee you I'm probably stronger than anybody that has talked shit about me. I am probably stronger than you. But that's besides the point. They hate my goatee. And this is literally fucking genetic. And they hate that I have a goatee. It's so crazy because, when you make the decision to be yourself, and I believe that social media, people think that real life is reality. I think social media is a lot more real than real life, because in real life, we all have cover-ups. We all don't share our inner thoughts. But on social media, people will let you know what they're thinking real fast. The people talking shit on my YouTube they're all anonymous accounts. People that I know, they would not say any of this to my face. People that I know talk shit about other creators from their anonymous accounts because that is the only way that they can validate their existence, is by talking shit from an anonymous account. Not even real people, but again, when you make that decision, not only on social media, but within yourself, to share your message, whatever that is, whether people love or hate it, you will be set free. And, a lot of people, including myself in the past, you just hold on to your inner thoughts and your emotions so much. And you live with it every day, and it eats at you. I'm somebody, I've always wanted to share my thoughts and my life experience. And I finally made that decision this year. And with that comes love and hate. With that comes love and hate. You want to be polarizing. Not for the sake of being polarizing, but to be yourself. Because a lot of people, they're not being themselves. I see this everywhere, in the workplace, when I've been to parties, when I've been to social gatherings. You just see the constant bullshit, the constant people pleasing. I see it everywhere, and I don't trust it. I saw this in school growing up. People wanting to fit into groups and, just climb the social hierarchy. And to a certain extent, you have to play the game. I understand this. You can't, even if you're somebody who is polarizing and you have a very specific way that you move and you think, you still have to get along with people. You still have to understand where they're coming from. I understand the neutral person. I know where they're coming from. I know why they act the way they act. I personally am not a hater. I don't fucking post random hate comments from an anonymous account. That shit reminds me of when you're the last time I did that was when I was 13 years old, just to troll people online. I used to do that when I was 13 years old. But to an extent, I do understand the hater. The hater is somebody who you break their perception of reality so much that it just eats at them. And they have to just type something real fast. Oh, you don't even look like you work out. Oh, blah, 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 this and that, right? It's an emotional trigger, but I understand that. And I understand the love. The love comes from people who understand your perception from their own lens of reality. It's not going to be the same story or the same experience, but potentially relatable. something that they feel where they're like, oh shit, I thought I was the only person going through this, or I didn't know this many people were going through this. Storytelling. It's the longest form of communication. And that's why I love making these videos. That's why I love telling my truth. But you know, the whole concept of love and hate is very interesting, you know. And again, I make this video not to tell you guys go seek out being loved or hated. That's not the point. The point is to be authentically yourself. The point is to tell your truth, whatever that means in your life. Because a lot of us, including myself for so many years, you're living in a fairy tale. You're not living in reality. And too many people are constantly living in this matrix, in this social programming, not telling the truth, not being themselves. So I make this video as an encouragement for men to share your thoughts, share what you truly feel. There's a time and place for everything, of course, but you know, if you're making videos online or you have a message to share to the world, be yourself, be authentic. Doesn't matter what the fuck people say, because a lot of love and a lot of hate are going to come your way. And that's something that you can't change. This is Johnu the Only. I'm sending blessings always. Peace.